Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Coming up the second week of the preseason, and we got a solid matchup in store. As it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He doesn't expect this year to be any different.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
Very highly regarded going into the draft. It was a surprise that he lasted until the 5th round. I was there in Green Bay and witnessed the whole thing happening. But he has a great chance to prove his doubters wrong. I think he's going to a great situation. We know he's incredibly accurate, completed over 74% of his passes in his final season in Colorado. And what I like the most, his attitude, handling what happened to him during the draft process. Now he has a chance to be the guy in Cleveland.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Now Sanders. That's taken in. Isaiah Bond. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here we go. 18, 79, 70, Timberwolves.
Sanders. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. I'm sure as a rookie, even even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try to push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
He was taken down by...
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will be taken at the 13. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First down.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Throwing, Sanders. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Here's Sanders. That's taken in by Bond. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 33-yard line.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Here we go. Panther 11. Panther 80. Set. Hut.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Another Browns first down. A gain of 7. First down, Cleveland.
A give up the middle, Judkins. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. 2nd and 10.
60.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
26-yard line.
Hot 70. Hot 70. They pass.
Sanders to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Great, set. Don't touch it.
Here's Hurts to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. It's caught inside the 25. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Great, set.
Throwing is Hurts. Shoves him away. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Still shedding tackles. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Browns' 6-yard line.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. He'll drop to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
19 Lions. Ready. Dragon 60.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
19. Pass all 80. Check. 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger.
To throw is Sanders. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
60 Bison.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Sanders once more. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got him in. That's Bond. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Cougar 19, 18, Pioneer. Trap 60, Trap, Panther 11. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Warriors 17.
1st and goal.
Buffalo 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Mustang 19. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Sanders. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, a 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Eagles 3.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Eagles first down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Got him in. It's Brown. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. because mentally you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Now Sanders. The man is Bond. He's got it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 14.
Sanders.
First down.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Sanders. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Muscles by at the 25. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Red 38. Smash. All right, go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
60 red. 60 ready.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second down at the 31-yard line.
White. Down. Yellow. 22. Check 2. Black ultra. Slide blue.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Black. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Red. Going red. 33. Yellow.
Gabriel looking to throw. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Black 40. Ready.
Throwing now, Gabriel. That's complete. Larbadan. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd
Let's go
and
now.
10. At the Eagles' 32-yard line.
To the air is Gabriel. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
60 red. 60 red. Ultra. Go ultra. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Bond. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Mega.
Gabriel going to throw for it. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And it's 21-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Complete to Xavier Gibson.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 38.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And once more, Howell back to the air. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Back to throw, Howell. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Slot man moves right. Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
That's good.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards.
They'll run with a good back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Take Bigsby, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Elliott good with a PAT. And it makes the score 21-10.
Eagles 10.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Watch it. 6. Let's go now. Block yellow. 22. 6. Mega. Check.
From the gun, it's Gabriel. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Check. Black. Blue striker. White blue. Drill green. Smash red. Ready.
To throw, Gabriel. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Ready. Cut.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Black. 95. Claws red. Red. Cycle. Huge. Yellow. Edo blue. Go red.
Here's Gabriel. And this one's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now Gabriel. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Set, hut. Right, black open. Go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Black shot. Set, ready. Blue 36, Mega. Blue striker. Blue black. Ready.
4th down. Here's Gabriel. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try to finish it ourselves.
And that one's going to come up short. Low throw. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time. He's going to go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And Howell will throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Black shot. Ready. 45. White. Right. White. Please, go. Blue striker. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. 12 to 30. Claws red. Zoom black. Ready.
Working out of the gun here, Gabriel. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Black 40. Yellow, go. 6, Mega, green jack. Fury, yellow.
From the gun on third down. Gabriel. And that would be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Howell. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And 10.
Throwing here, Howell. Well, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go, set, red, cycle, right through. Hey, red. Blue striker, drill green. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Black shot. Right, right.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Set, ready. 62 blue. Blaster, 6. Hut, hut.
Gabriel from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Completes it right side to Cooper. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
43-yard line.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. And a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
So still 14 yards to go. Second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 47-yard line.
They'll fake the jet sweep and give it to Bigsby. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here's Howell. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
Powell now to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He was second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 16, Powell. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team win?
And lost football. And the Eagles have recovered.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
And it's third down.
Gabriel looking to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's third down. Looking to throw. Powell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
28-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. First and 10 here. He's got Granson over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's another Eagles first down.
Here's Howell. A short one there, caught by Granson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Howell to throw.
At the 33-yard line.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 1.
And once more, Howell back to the air. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason. But that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's now second and 6.
Back to throw. Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good for Eagles.
And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. Here now, second and goal.
Here we go. Check up Cowboy 80. Check up.
Howell. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Operating from the gun. Howell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Fourth down. Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, just was unsuccessful.
Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Yellow, 43.
First down, Browns.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.